Hello, 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 my lovely gems, and welcome back to Gems Life Live. And we gonna get into some things. Hello, 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 my lovely gems. Please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Well, we would like to know who bailed out Patrick Clarke. Now, if you didn't know, Patrick Clarke is known as DJ Pat, and he is actually the person that's being implicated in the Takeoff death. Now, since then, Quavo has actually released kind of like a tribute song. He's basically saying, I'm sorry. I didn't really like it, to be honest. And then we did see him partying with Diddy for New Year's. The whole thing just seems very odd to me. It just seems very creepy, very spooky, and yeah, I'm not buying it. Now, basically, I just feel that DJ Pat was telling the truth when he asked the judge for money to look into a private eye so that he can actually find out why he is being accused of Takeoff's murder. So I really think it's a setup. I mean, you guys already know it sounds like a front store to me. You know what I mean? Like a front, like he just doesn't look like the killer. They're definitely gonna have to show me forensic evidence for me to believe that Patrick Xavier Clarke, sorry, is the one who actually killed Takeoff. And it's like, who bailed you out? So it initially was $2 million for his bail, and then it went down to $1 million. He was recorded on the phone basically saying that that was cool, da 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 da. He could do 1 million. He could do it if it was 1 million. Now you don't have to put up $1 million. In Canada, it's 10%, or you have to show an asset of that amount, like your house. You could put up your house to bail somebody out. In the United States, they have bail's bondsmen. So actual bondsman will put up the money and you just pay them. So anyway, it's a lot easier to get out on bond in the States depending on the charge. Here you actually do need to have whatever the judge tells you, like a parents, two houses, a monitor, a curfew, whatever the stipulations are. So I'm not really sure how it works in Houston, but he is bailed out. So we're going to continue to watch this and see what happens. So Ebro is in the hot seat because of the Megan the Stallion case. Now, a deleted tweet, he said that he is sad and he doesn't want Tory to go to jail. So I am not mad at that. I feel the same way. I believe whatever happened that night was not only Tory's fault, but he did play a role in it. And obviously, you're in gangland in LA. If a gun is discharged, somebody's going to jail. That's just what it is. And they found him guilty. The jury found him guilty. Now, I do believe his trial was bullshit. They did it before Christmas. I'm not even going to get into my conspiracy theories about the numbers and just Christmas and everything like that. But he actually did change his lawyer. His new lawyer is Suge Knights' previous lawyer. Now, most people would be asking, why would Tory get a lawyer who kept Suge Knight in jail? Because Suge Knight got 27 years. But what people don't understand is that lawyer actually fought down his charges immensely, and he actually almost won. And Suge Knight was to be free, but they actually got caught in a conspiracy case where they were the lawyer you had before was paying off witnesses and da 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 da. So it got sticky, but he ended up with 27 years. And if you know his charges, that really actually is probably fitting for what happened. And his lawyer did get him off of a lot of stuff. So you have to read into the documents. I didn't post them here, but if you want to look into that lawyer, I actually forget his name at the moment too, but that is Tory's new lawyer. Now, most people are saying you should have hired him before the trial. So whoever is advising Tory, he either is changing advisors or he's listening more to himself. And he changed his lawyers, and they are going to be looking into testimony that was done on the stand. They actually want to appeal that and try to get his ruling overturned, I'm assuming, or they just want to do the appeal and get that started fast because appeals can take up to 2 years, 4 years, it just depends. So I think they're going to be actually fighting things that were said by Kelsey on the stand that was against his rights, basically. So Ebro's in the hot seat a little bit because he did say, although he has been advocating for Megan Thee Stallion the whole time, and actually he has been, and he's been against Tory. He thought Tory did it. And now that Tory has been actually convicted, he just said that he didn't want him to go to jail, and the whole situation is just sad. And I'm not mad at him for that. People are mad at him for that, bringing up old tweets saying, "Oh, you wanted this to happen to him, blah 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 blah. Now you're changing your story." And then other people are like, "Why wouldn't you want him to go to jail? He shot a girl," and da 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 da. Then you have Soldier Boy out here just going nuts, basically saying Tory's a BS N-word and he shot a girl and nobody's saying anything and the internet's all quiet and what's going on out here? He a real B. And he's basically saying when Tory gets out of jail, he knows where Soldier Boy's at. He can come for him. I'm like, bro, who sent you? Who sent Soldier Boy to do this little rant? Like, why are you so mad? It's like, are you Megan's friend or did you get paid? Like, sometimes I feel like Soldier Boy is like an agent, bro, because he just goes on convenient little rants, that just like are there to distract and all those types of things. So, Soldier Boy, get it how you live. I get you, boy, but damn, you laying it on thick. We don't know who actually shot Megan. That is the thing that never actually really came out. It's like both Kelsey and Tory both had gunpowder residue on their hands, and then there was somebody else who had DNA on the gun 90%, but they didn't swab everybody, and that never came out in court either. So I believe his appeal will go through. I believe he will win his appeal, but I do believe he will be deported back to Canada, and that's okay. Come home, Tory. So in other news about that too, Milagro Grams, yeah, Akademiks put her on Off the Record, so I can't wait to see that, and I have a little picture of them. They did a little selfie. So if you don't know, Akademiks is actually friends with Tory Lanez in real life, and Milagro has been a big supporter of Tory Lanez since the case actually started. A lot of people don't know that, but she's been covering it for a very long time in depth. So I'm sure they've built some sort of relationship, and it was said that Milagro Grams and Akademiks were once going to do an actual podcast together because of Tory, but that never happened. Milagro used to call Akademiks a fat fuck and shit like that. So maybe Akademiks, it took a while for him to actually get to know her because of the things that she has said in the past, but it seems that they have actually now got to know each other because of the Tory case. She was there covering it, and he was putting her on his Twitch live and, giving her a spotlight. So a lot of people were trying to cancel her, saying that she was giving a biased opinion and biased information. My son, who works with Soros and Jay-Z and stuff like that, and Tamika Mallory, he came out calling Akademiks, Lawyers for Workers, and Milagro fake news. So it's just funny how, they're coming at them now. I'm just like, okay, but I don't believe she was biased. I believe she was in Tory Lane's corner, and she just gave the news how she's seen it. Lawyer for Worker gave great coverage. I mean, I don't know how you can be biased. They were basically just showing that the shit was against his rights, and that's why he's appealing to this day. So something fishy's going on with that. And we are going to keep you updated and see what is going on with that. Okay. So I don't have pictures of this, but in recent news, Big Scar's family was basically coming out saying that Gucci didn't pay for the funeral and that he ghosted them and he never ended up doing it. Yeah. Whatever, guys. Keisha Kaur came out with the receipt from the funeral home, $10,000 plus flowers, and said they didn't even get a thank you. So bomb on you guys, motherfucker. There's the receipts from his wife. Thank you. So anyway, in the Young Thug case, this just caught my eye because Taxstone and a recent interview with Matt Hoffa and what's his name? The other guy in this shit with Taxstone. His name is evading me right now because he's just not memorable. But anyway, Taxstone has been in jail since this incident with Troy Ave. That's what it is. And Troy Ave is basically on, Matt Hoffa telling the story of what happened. I don't know. He's like snitching on there unless the case is closed. I don't remember this case being closed yet because Taxstone is still in jail. And Troy Ave is out on road. I know he was on house arrest for a while, so I'm not really sure what's going on, but he's on Math Office saying a whole bunch of ish, which really boils down to the shit is that nobody is doing 25 years for you. Not your friends, not your enemies. Nobody's going to do it. There's very, very small group of people who will actually take, what is it? Who will actually take on the consequences of the criminal lifestyle. There's only a few. A few will do the time for their crime and not put anybody in the jail with them. There's only a small amount, a few. Snitching is like the new wave. People are going to snitch. So I'm going to tell the young kids, do not go in the street if you are not ready for the consequences if you get caught. Now, by snitching, I mean by doing criminal offenses with another person or an organization. And if you get caught, you take down other people in that organization to get free or to get a later sentence. That is snitching. Okay. There's tattling, there's telling, and those are for other type of things, stuff like that. But if you're a civilian, you're expected to tell. If you are half in, half out of any type of criminal activity, you, to me, are expected to tell. Like, I feel like you're going to tell. Now, if you're in an organization and you claim to be the real, you're not supposed to tell. Now, if you do, this is what's happening in the Young Thug case. And basically what Taxstone is saying is like, when you're up, they with you. And when you're down, they're against you. And basically that's what's happening. All his friends. He is bringing up Kevin Lows because Kevin Lows is the owner of 300 Records, I believe. And he went on the stand saying that YSL is not a criminal organization, that YSL is a record label. So basically what Taxstone is saying is like, that guy was the realest guy, is the nerd the real one nowadays? And then the gangsters are not, because all of the gangsters, so-called, in YSL are now taking plea deals. And it's not looking too good for Thugga. So it's just sad to see. We're going to keep you updated. But yeah, it's not looking good, y'all. So free Spida, and that's just what it is. Now, that is my Gems Life video for today. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please comment below on any of the topics that I talked about. I know I haven't been putting out a video in a while. It's almost been 2 weeks. I'm just trying to stay off the gossip and do more of my interviews. So I have a really big interview with Cholo Cash coming out, and it's going to be dope. I really need you guys to tune in. And I have some special things coming up as well. I also have my series Life Beyond Hip Hop, and that is going to kick off with 2 special guests that I got, and I've already filmed those. So I will be putting those out as well, and that will be its own series, Life Beyond Hip Hop. So that's going to be really dope. And then, of course, I have my Gems Life Media exclusive interviews, and Cholo Cash will be my episode 7. So I'm really excited for everything that's going on, and 2023 is going to be a big year for Gems Life. Shout out to all my gems. Shout out to all my supporters. I love y'all so much, and thank you so much, and I will be back with another video. Bye for now, my lovely gems.